Okay, we have readies from both of our players right now, and we got a good luck Xeno from iBall. I love the sportsmanship here. The good luck you two right there from Xenophilius. So without further ado, let's get game number 1 on the run. It is coming to you live right now in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Both players on the board with simul Tetrises. Pretty clean overall stacks to get us started here. So nothing really out of the ordinary. A lot of times when you see players try and go super aggressive when they start, or sometimes try and go really safe when they start, it does throw their rhythm off a little bit. But iBall had a really nice vid there to keep an aggressive stack building in the early goings. Does end up taking a double there, waiting for a bar. Gonna get a bar. iBall's gonna score another Tetris. Xeno waiting. Lombard dependency on the left. Wise move right there from Xeno, filling in that Lombard dependency. A lot of players just immediately take the Tetris there without any regard. But expert stacking move from there, keeping the stack very high, very safe, very aggressive. Getting another Tetris there, Xeno. Xeno 91,000. About 1 Tetris lead in the early goings here against iBall, but still very, very early goings. Hey, Tris Guy, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Okay, Xeno sets up a Vitz, gets the Lombard for the Vitz, is Tetris ready. Nice little setup right there to be able to tuck that O and keeping the board clean. Tetris, Xeno, 137. iBall currently 119, but iBall is clean, waiting for a long bar. Simul Tetris, both players. So right now, Xeno, about a quarter of the way through pre-transition play, does have an early 1 Tetris lead. Another simul Tetris from these players. 184 Xeno, 166 iBall. So neither player really ceding any ground here. And both get another simul Tetris. 3 simul Tetrises in a row. So as long as the stacking goes normal, iBall really hasn't been able to make up any ground here. Still going toe-to-toe, though, with the Tetrises they are able to get. But at some point, iBall might need to make a couple little aggressive moves to try and catch up to Xeno here. But Xeno is getting in a little bit of an interesting stack situation. This could be what iBall needs. Get a spin. Oh, gets a spin. Nice move there from Xeno to be able to clear this in. But Xeno was not able to use that bar. iBall was able to use that bar in the same piece set sequence. So iBall has made up the difference. We are neck and neck right now, about 54 lines in. Hey, Hana, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. You know we want to see this. We all want to see this. Come on. Hell yeah. Hana here, a Division 3 player this season. I had the pleasure of playing against Hana in a playoff, and Hana did a really good number on me. Extremely, extremely consistent and aggressive player as well. Definitely hope to see big things from Hana this season. $329 currently for Xeno, $351 for iBall. So iBall's now reversed the situation against Xeno, now has the 1 Tetris lead. Xeno does get that Tetris back to be able to bring it back to neck and neck. And I was able to get another Tetris with iBall. Xeno was not able to get one with that Lombard. So Xeno's going to have to build up again. iBall's actually going to have to do a little building of their own, too. Should be able to get out of it with just a couple bursts. Oh, that was not a good S piece there for iBall. iBall looking for an L to be able to get a clean burn, but the L's not coming. Has to improvise. iBall might want to go dirty here. Is iBall going to go dirty? Oh, iBall missed the dirty adjustment. iBall could have put that J over an 8-9 and then got the Tetris. iBall is still clean. It didn't really affect the stack too much, luckily. iBall still has the lead. Got another Tetris, goes to 409. 405 for Xeno. So Xeno does score again to bring it back to neck and neck. Tetris for both players not too far apart. 427 Xeno, 432 iBall. 1 line separating these players. Coming up on the 100 line turn pretty soon now. Both players looking to go into transition with upper 500,000s it seems. Xeno Tetris ready. iBall is not. Oh, iBall going for a double well a little bit early. I'm surprised iBall didn't use that T piece to try and burn to get Tetris ready a little bit earlier. Ended up having to wait a little bit to score, so it is going to cost a little bit of pace, falling about a Tetris behind Xeno. Still waiting on a bar as iBall. Bar's going to come. iBall scores, goes to 502. Xeno's getting a little bit of a mess right there. iBall able to capitalize slightly, bringing it back to roughly neck-and-neck pace. And that's a lumbar dependency there. That is not a dependency for the J piece. Xeno's got to be a little bit careful. They're already playing about halfway up the board. Wisely uses that lumbar to take the double to get it back down. This is iBall's chance to really pull away before we go into transition. 509 Xeno, 549 iBall, so about a 2 Tetris lead now iBall. Roughly simul Tetris both players, 1 line separating. 573 all by 532 for Xeno, so about 2 Tetrises in the head going into transition in a minute is iBall. Another Tetris iBall, 595. iBall can transition about 619 with no more burns, and slightly over that with another burn. Ready for the final Tetris before transition. Unfortunately, had to seal the weld at iBall. Gonna take another burn there. Waiting for that bar to go into transition. Worst time to get droughted. Oh, Xeno ended up transitioning a little bit high, but gets that bar down. A transition 583. iBall transition 620. Another Tetris 644. Off and running right here. iBall's got a much, much cleaner board. Ahead by over 3 Tetrises as well. Great 18 from both players here, but iBall does have the upper hand. Xeno managed to get clean. Xeno finally in scoring position now. iBall also clean. Has a great double well. Took a good burn to form it in. Tetris iBall. iBall right now is set up for another Tetris due to play an 8 high. Boom, Tetris iBall. Oh, Xeno was not able to use that bar to seal the well. Xeno is able to use that one. 647. Still got a pretty sizable lead, about 80,000 as iBall. Oh, iBall's in trouble. iBall is in deep trouble. Hung that bar really high. Hung it. It's like iBall's done. Bad sequence of pieces there. iBall done 723. You have a chase down Xenophilius 724. 1 Tetris will do it. 1 Tetris will do it. There's that Tetris 730. We are right now on the board 1-0 Xenophilius. Hell yeah. Yeah, you knew it, Gumbastic. You know it. This is going to be a really good set. I got a feeling here. Okay, we got the seed here. Commended. We got AA as our seed. Pocket Aces right there. American Airlines. We are ready, so let's get game number 2 going. Game number 2 is coming straight to you. And it is coming to you live in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So recap of the last game, both players were throwing really, really great 18s down, both transitioning at or above 600,000, and both are really going at it pretty early in post-transition. Then iBall ran into a really, really rough sequence, unfortunately was not able to navigate it. Xenophilius was able to make a relatively short chase down. So we are now at 1-0 right now in this set, and we're still going to see if Xenophilius can get a hammerlock on this, or end up going ahead to, or end up tying this up 1-1, will iBall. And actually, Xenophilius missed a chorion adjustment with the J and the L. I had to get into a little bit extra digging because of it. Not really an ideal height. Gonna get a split double there. Oh, Xeno's going aggressive. Going for that row 3 Tetris. Gets it. Goes up to 54,000. But iBall means business here. Only taken 1 burn so far. 114,760 at just 21 lines. Xeno just trying to dig it down. Xeno looks like they are not going to opt to try and build on row 3 the entire time. Looks like they want to get it a little bit safer. This could be a risky strategy against an opponent on as aggressive on 18 as iBall. Is already behind by quite a bit. Probably about 3, close to 4 Tetrises. But Xeno is definitely very capable of aggressive 18, and Xeno could definitely make this up if iBall runs into any kind of complications. Wow, dirty Tetris there in column 8 from iBall. Fearless right there. Come on. 109 Xeno. Oh, misrotation from Xeno, right as I was saying that. Xeno having a rough go of it this game. Does get a Tetris down there to go to 134. iBall 207, though. Another longbow would be great there. Unfortunately, not able to fully burn it through because it's a little bit of a mess on row 4. Nice adjustment there, being able to open that up slightly. Now the well is finally open. Xenophilius should be able to get back to traditional scoring. Gets another Tetris, 160. Oh, nice eye spin there from iBall. Eye spin from iBall. That sounds really good. I like that. Tetris for iBall after that, 276 to 183. So almost a 100,000 point lead of over 4 Tetrises. I'm curious to see how iBall is going to play this. If iBall wants to go a little more aggressive, knowing they got the lead and just really want to try and make it that much more difficult, or if they're going to try and slow down the aggression, knowing they can afford a little bit more safe play, knowing they got such a big lead. Many different ways you can play this in competition. I think iBall might be setting up for some tucks. The right pieces didn't come, so forced to do a little bit of burning here. This is going to be Xeno's chance to catch up a little bit. iBall opted for the double instead of the triple. Going for a much more aggressive setup here than I expected. Oh, misflip! Another misflip! Where's the bar? iBall needs a bar bad right now! This could be really, really bad. Playing some 18-4, almost 18-5 height. Nice adjustment there. iBall can still get out of this. Good right there. Bar right down. Nice time bar. Wow! Was that close, and slamming the Tetris to get out of that one. C-L-O-S-E close. Almost in the danger zone was iBall, but flying out of that one like a maverick. Wow, was that a close one. iBall was literally 1 or 2 pieces away from giving Xeno a 2-0 lead. Xeno, now it's their turn to suffer a little bit here. Xeno doing a little bit of digging. Still only behind by about 70,000. Due to that dig iBall was in, Xeno was able to make up a little bit of ground. But this is iBall's chance to be able to get that right back. iBall clean. Xeno still digging. iBall waiting for a long bar. Had to seal the well there and take a few burns, but still clean. Xeno has just really been trying to get this board ready. Finally going to get a bar, but it's only going to be for a triple. 345 Xeno at the 100 line turn. 475 for iBall at around the same line count. So about a 130,000 point lead, about 5 Tetrises. iBall is just really starting to turn it up right now. I mean, really turn it up. iBall is not going to go quietly here and does not want Xeno to get any kind of leeway. Xeno's still stacking pretty high right now. J dependency forming. Wow, nice timepiece there. Long bar followed by an L. That could have been bad if that didn't come in. But Xeno is clean. Tetris Xeno goes to 394. Back-to-back Tetrises. Another one coming in going to 417. iBall gets one of those back, however. Goes to 543. So iBall still maintaining about a 5 Tetris lead. Tetris Xeno 440. Tetris iBall 566. Xeno's going to score another one, but iBall's going to do a little bit of rebuilding to get Tetris ready again. But iBall's still ahead by about 120,000. Tetris iBall 612. Tetris Xeno transitions 487. Xeno's going to have to turn up the aggression a little bit in post-transition here. Transition 636 iBall, so that's back-to-back 600K transitions here. iBall is just throwing some amazing 18 down. Amazing with a capital A. Hell yeah! Tetris iBall 667, Xeno 538. So iBall still maintaining a sizable lead here. Xeno slightly ahead in lines now, too. Level 21 to iBall's 20, and still behind by over 120,000 points. Complete advantage here for iBall in this game. Center well Tetris, though, going in for Xeno. Xeno brings the deficit back down to about 100,000. But iBall gets it right back, goes to 722. Another Tetris iBall, 749. Got slight stream delay right now from Xeno. But we're able to at least get a general idea of Xeno's score. Xeno's still behind quite a bit now, almost 150,000. Getting into a dig. Oh, that's a misplacement there for iBall. iBall's still able to get the Tetris, but iBall's got to be really cautious digging this down. iBall not getting the best pieces to dig this out. So this is Xeno's chance to make a comeback. 180,000 points down, though. So Xeno's going to have to use every bit of aggression possible right now. This is Xeno's best chance to try and make up at least some ground. iBall still trying to clean this up. Xeno clean, Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Xeno, 671. But iBall's still significantly ahead at 797. And iBall is finally cleaned back up. So Xeno was only able to make up about one of those Tetrises off the deficit. Definitely a win for iBall in that scenario. But iBall misses the spin. So iBall's got to be a little bit careful right now still. Due to some of that digging that iBall was doing, Xeno ended up getting ahead by almost a full level in lines. But Xeno has caught up in the overall score pace close to it. Oh, a little bit of a mess now for iBall. iBall gets that bar over to the right. iBall can go dirty here. Dirty center well Tetris. iBall 903. 832 now for Xeno. Only one line separating the players now. So Xeno has managed to cut this deficit back down to about 70,000 points, making up almost 100,000 points in post already. That is a huge win for Xeno. And Xeno's going to score again going to 870. Xeno is not out of this yet. And iBall hangs another piece. iBall's got to be really careful right now. iBall's almost about 11 rows up the board with that piece hang. If iBall can clear this out, iBall still has a clean enough left side. Oh, another hang. Oh, no. That's another hang. iBall's done. 943. 924 for Xeno. Xeno's 225 lines. Needs one more Tetris to be able to get this before we go into 29. Uh-oh. Two more burns. So it's one. Whoa. Goes into 29. Can Xeno get it? Can Xeno get it? Yes! Xeno got the kill, Tris, in the nick of time. Getting 972 and taking game number 2 down on 29. Hell yeah! And we got readies from both players. We got a 2-0 lead for Xenophilius. Is Xeno going to finish this off with a 3-0 sweep? Or is iBall going to start storming back and start the path to a reverse sweep? Let's find out now. Game number 3 is breaking free. And it is breaking free in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Both players off to pretty good starts so far in the early goings. Xeno currently 3 for 3 perfect. Has not taken any burns yet. iBall's already taken a couple burns. Oh, misrotation there for Xeno. The board's clean enough that this shouldn't be fatal, but definitely going to hurt Xeno's pace a little. Xeno opting not to use the long bar on the right side. Oh, this board's looking really Monka-esque right now for Xeno on the right. iBall very clean, starting to pour it on. Xeno's got to really try and dig this down now. Not very ideal in the early goings. Oh, a couple more dependencies for me. This board's starting to fall apart for Xeno. Yeah, if Mark's ready, I can start early whenever you're both on. Great to see you, Chalala. Xeno still in suffer mode here, really trying to get this down. iBall, meanwhile, has jumped out to about a 70,000, make that almost a 100,000 point lead. Xeno really trying to fight here. Still burning, still burning, still burning. It's another burn there. Might want to go for a left well dirty. Xeno going to go for this left well dirty. Oh, Xeno's not going to set up for the left well dirty here. Gets it down. Oh, wasn't able to use that bar for it. Playing some 18-5. Come on, get that over. Gets another double. Left well dirty's ready. Boom! That's a left well dirty Tetris, ladies and gentlemen. Rate that thing a hard R. Hell yeah. Wow, was that clutch. Xenophilius was so close to going out there, playing some live 18-4, almost 18-5, but staying alive like a BG on that one. Totally clutch. But Xeno getting up high again, right as I said that. Uh-oh. Come on, can you get that over? Can they get that over? 18-6 here. Can Xeno fight this? 18-6, getting it over. Burn. Come on, lay it down. Gets a bar down. Whoa, hangs that bar. That's going to be it for Xenophilius. iBall is on the board. We got a set here. Hell yeah. I gotta tell you, that might have been one of the sickest 18 digs I've ever seen if Xeno would have got out of that. And both of these players are Masters quality players, so I think you have that right, Hana. And we got readies coming in right now. Is Xenophilius going to finish this off, or is iBall going to continue the path to that reverse sweep and force a decider? We're going to find out now because game number 4 is coming to your door. And it's coming to you live in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! iBall starting off with a little bit of an issue on the board already. Already taken 5 burns before scoring a Tetris. Gonna have to take another one. Not able to use that bar. Xeno's already got 2 Tetrises on the board. iBall's still waiting for their first. iBall's finally on the board. Tetris for iBall. Xeno's gonna get that Tetris right back, though. Early goings, we got 70,000 for Xeno. iBall, who just scored their second Tetris, now at 51. Still very, very early, but Xeno does have an early 1 Tetris lead. Both players scoring again. Xeno's got a clear board dependency right now for iBall. iBall needs an L. Gonna get a Lombard, turns into a J dependency. Now the right side sealed. This is not where iBall wants to be. Gets another bar, still has a dependency, but finally gonna get an L to be able to fill it. Little bit of a scary scenario there for iBall, getting a couple bad dependencies. Was able to manage it, and is able to get another Tetris, goes to 106. But Xenophilius has an early lead now by quarter of the way through pre-transition play, 161,000. Another Tetris for iBall. iBall is able to cut into that lead a little bit, but still definitely a notable lead now for Xenophilius. Xeno clean, Lombard dependency on the left side for iBall. Hey, Sidnep, great to see ya. Oh, and I do see you in the background. Hell yeah. One of my very favorite players in the entire classic Tetris community, Sidnep right here. Definitely going to be a strong contender in Division 1 this season as well. Can't wait to see more of your games. Hell yeah. I thought that was you too, but I didn't want to say anything unless I was sure. But I was 90% sure that was you, Sidney. Score check for our players. We got 261 for Xeno, 172 iBall. Xeno clean. Gets another Tetris, 283. iBall has a dependency, ends up filling it in with that J. I ended up having to use that bar to plug. Oh, this could be a little bit dicey here. Couple good pieces coming in, but still gonna have to deal with that hole in the middle. Might just take a few burns to clear it out. Gonna get a Tetris first, though. iBall 199, Xeno 307. It's over 100,000 point lead. Sidnep coaching Xeno in live time. We love it. No, if you were playing in Xeno's plays, we would be seeing 18-5 digs almost every 20 lines. The way that you play, Sidnep, so aggressive. I mean, you play 18-5 heights like it's nothing. You are probably the best 18 digger and 18 height aggressive player I know in the community. In fact, I'm so used to sitting up doing super high 18 heights in my streams from my classic Tetris Wars server. I always just say this is just Sidnev doing Sidnev things. Sidnev is just so good at it. Hey, Curie, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Big lead right now for Xeno doing another score check. We got another Tetris, 468 Xenophilius, 321 iBall. Only 2 Tetris separating the players. This is a true 6 Tetris lead coming up on the 100 line turn. This is match point for Xeno, so Xeno wins this one. It is going to be a lot of big points for them to be able to start moving ahead in this division. iBall's going to need 2 wins to be able to take this one down, and needs to win this one to stay alive and force a decider. Hey, King's Demon, great to see you. And that's the goal I go for every time I do a stream. I want the players to really feel like they're in this and really make it feel like a true esport. You came to the right place. Hell yeah. Thanks so much for the kind words. iBall, a couple issues there. Was able to get a few good pieces. Lombard's 2 out of 3 pieces to be able to bring that down. Still significantly behind, though. 378. Xeno 542 and gets a couple well-timed bars to go up to 565. iBall gets 1 Tetris back to be able to get another, to be able to go up again. It gets another one, 424, but still trailing by about 140,000 points. Hey, Jeremy MKW, great to see ya. Reminder to all our players in the chat that if anybody wants to contribute any bits or any subs to the Classic Tetris League channel or contribute to the Matcherino, which currently sits at $335, the link to the Matcherino is right here. Anything that you all want to donate, it all goes back to the players 100%. We want to build a nice big prize pool to be able to get our players some well-deserved money for all their hard work this season. Hell yeah. So we have past transitions. Xeno transitions over 600,000. Currently 523 right now. Getting another Tetris there. Xeno, 666. We got the devil on the board right here. Gets another Tetris, goes to 691. 550 iBall. Hey, if I could be a time traveler, I would rather find out who's going to go on, who's going to win CTWC 2023. And right as I said that, Xeno is done at 691. Real unfortunate situation for Xeno. You have a target, 692 iBall. You need 692 to stay in this set and force a decider. 692. There's the Tetris 635. And there's another Tetris 664. One more Tetris and change should do it. But iBall can go safe and line this out if they want to, too. Plenty of time, all the time in the world. A dependency forming here. Gonna get it down a little bit. Slight dig forming. iBall needs to be cautious. Don't do anything super aggressive here. iBall still needs to line this out to get another Tetris. 675, so needs 16,000 more. Tetris Well is ready as soon as the bar comes. Bar's gonna come. iBall's gonna slam it right in the corner pocket right there. 707, flying high, forcing this decider. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big one on our hands. Hell yeah! And we got the ready from both players. What was once a best of 5 after the first 2 games, and but won by Xeno, and after the next 2 games, one from iBall, is a winner-take-all decider. Who's going to go up 1-1 in CTL Division 1B this season, and who's going to drop to 0-2? Let's find out. It's all coming on the line, because game number 5 comes alive, and it is coming to you live right now in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Everybody's saying their good lucks in the chat right here. These players, I got a feeling this is going to be big. Come on, everybody get that hype train flying right now. Let's get it on. Hell yeah. Both players starting off with slightly high aggressive builds. Both actually dead even. 2 burns apiece, 70,300. Almost the same height as well. Still very early, though. Tetris, both players again. Both players still deadlocked. Xeno breaks the deadlock with a Tetris. iBall, unfortunately, was not able to use the Lombard in that sequence. Does take a good burn on the side to be able to reopen the well. Simul Tetris both players, so Xeno has opened a 1 Tetris lead about 25 lines into pre-transition play. iBall's going to get that Tetris right back, though, because Xeno could not use that bar on the left side. But Simul Tetris both players, who are still back to pretty much neck-and-neck pace right now. Only 1 burn separating them. 32 lines of 31 lines. Clean, however, is Xeno. Oh, a little bit of a slight mess forming, but a couple good burns and a couple good pieces. iBall is able to clean it up and score. Quarter of the way through pre-transition play, we got a score check now. 185 Xeno, 36 lines, 38 lines, 187 iBall. So we're pretty neck and neck right now in this decider. Tetris Xeno goes to 208 at 40 lines. A little bit of hesitation there from Xeno deciding what to do with that J, but ends up putting it over to the right. Going to be forced to take a little bit of burning to keep the stack healthy. Takes a single. Keeps the board pretty good and clean. Both players playing at a decent height right now. Tetris going in for Xeno, 234. Nice flip right there to rotation to spin that, going up to 258 with another Tetris, Xenophilius. But iBall's going to get that Tetris back, goes to 263, so we're still neck and neck right now, below over 50 lines in. Tetris iBall. Tetris Xeno. So neither player really ceding a lot of ground right now. Both are still clean. 63 lines, 308 for iBall. 62 lines, 304 for Xeno. Another Tetris goes to 327 to 66 lines. So both players right now looking to be on 600,000 transition pace. It's definitely what we want to see in this one. I'm still calling it. I think we're going to have double kill screen here. Still pretty clean stacks. Tetris, Xeno, 395. So Xeno's opened up a slight lead on iBall. iBall scores another Tetris to bring it to 379. It gets another one almost back-to-back to go to 402. Xeno gets that back almost immediately at 419. So both players almost equal line count, about a 1 Tetris lead again for Xeno. A little bit of a messy bottom. Could use a tuck. Ends up getting a good T-piece for the tuck to Xeno. But there's a potentially dangerous Lombard dependency in the center of the board. Xeno does get the Lombard before it got too much higher. Now it's a J dependency. And the J does come. So Xeno should be okay. But there's a Lombard dependency for iBall. But iBall does get the bar to be able to fill it. iBall's not going to be able to use that next bar to score, though. iBall cleaned up, 429. Xeno, 447. Tetris, iBall, 452. Xeno clean. iBall also clean. Nice tuck sequence there on the left side for iBall. Being able to put that J on the side, fit that S in. Xeno still maintaining a 1 Tetris lead, but iBall scoring to bring it back to neck and neck. 499 iBall, 497 Xeno. Still got a little over 20 lines left to go till we hit transition. Wow, that was a great setup right there, being able to get that tuck in. But Xeno is a little bit of a misdrop with that T. That is not what Xeno wants. Oh, Xeno, all of a sudden, that misdrop's turning into 18-4 height. Come on, Xeno's in full survival mode right now. Misdrops can be so brutal in this game if they happen in the wrong position. Come on, need something for that. Get that over. Wow, got that over. Xeno's fighting. Come on, back down to about 18-4 B-type height. Xeno fighting here, but iBall is clean. iBall's open to a 2 Tetris lead during this thick sequence from Xeno. Good burn there. Xeno's almost cleaned up. Xeno's finally cleaned up, finally scores a Tetris, but has fallen 2 Tetrises behind iBall. Coming into transition right now. iBall transition 618. One more Tetris available before Xeno transitions. Xeno currently 537. iBall 618. Xeno transitions 543 to not get the bar. Had to go in. 549 right now. Oh, cannot use that bar. This board's looking a little bit dangerous for Xeno. Well, is reopened, though. Couple dependencies swarm. The pieces are coming to fill it. Boom, there's a Tetris right there for Xenophilius, 578. But iBall's got a 100,000 point lead, 676. Oh, that O-hand could be dangerous for Xeno. Xeno needs a bar. Boom, Xeno gets a bar to bring it back down. Xeno's not out of this yet, though. Xeno's still got to keep digging. iBall's got a little bit of a mess forming right now, too. iBall's in a much cleaner position, though, and is ahead by about 70,000 points. Both players in dig mode right now. iBall having the lead can be critical here, especially if both players keep digging for a while. Triple going in for Xeno. Xeno still digging it down. Gonna get another triple down the right side. iBall gets a triple with that bar down. iBall's fully cleaned up right now. A couple more burns. Xeno's gonna be fully cleaned up, but iBall still maintains a 60,000 point lead. Level 22, both players. Both players still got a good bit of time to go before we get to 29. Actually, Xeno missed a double long bar in the middle, though. Could have filled that dependency there with 2 long bars. Hey, Mark, great to see you. You came just in time. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Can Xeno go for this mega dirty Tetris? Xeno decided not to go for it. Now it's a triple well. There, Xeno wisely decides not to go in, but iBall's got a big lead, 100,000 points, and iBall is clean. Oh, that was not a good S-piece there for iBall. iBall's gonna start digging again. Xeno's finally cleaned back up. iBall's also opened the well again. Where's the Lombard? Boom, there's a Tetris there for iBall, 795. Xeno's taking another bird. Xeno's going full aggressive, takes the trouble. Boom's gonna get another Tetris, goes to 699. We are in the second half of pre-transition play right now. Come on. 730 Xeno. Xeno Tetris ready. Tetris for Xeno, Tetris for iBall. Simul Tetris. Still a 100,000 point lead for iBall. About 30 or so lines left before we go into 29. Tetris Xeno, Xeno 795. Got a little bit of a mess for iBall. iBall go dirty. Dirty Tetris iBall on the left side. Wow, this is a barn burner. Come on. There's another Tetris Xenophilius. Xeno's brought it back down, only about 30,000 points back. iBall is 7 lines behind, though. iBall Tetris ready. Xeno's not. Xeno's got a little bit of cleaning to do. Tetris iBall. iBall's regaining a 2 Tetris lead. Bring up to about a 3 Tetris lead right there. But Xeno gets that back. 906 Xeno, 967 for iBall. This is close. Xeno is 10 lines ahead, though. Got to be ready to go into 29 clean. Xeno's going to get a double there. Xeno's waiting for that Tetris. Boom, going into 29, 979. But iBall's already got the max out, still on 28. Xeno's playing it down, though. Oh, iBall's not clean. iBall's not clean. Get ready to go into transition. This is not what iBall wants. Oh, Xeno's in trouble, though. Xeno's can't go with anything on that left side. That's going to be it right there for Xenophilius. And iBall completes the reverse sweep, taking this game down with an A21. Hell yeah! Wow, what a set! What a set! iBall completing the reverse sweep. And it did go doubles kill screen. That was a decidable one. I see the fist bump there from iBall. iBall is fired up. Hell yeah. All right, let me go ahead and report this.